Well, good morning, YouTube. It's a little bit after 5:30 in the morning. I just got Goliath fired up, doing the final little steps of pre-trip. Katie's getting the inside put all back together right now. I've done most of it for her already. The only thing we've got left to do is to shut off the generator and unplug the power cord. All right, forgive me. It's actually about 10 till 6, a little bit later than I thought. I've been in for an hour already. Didn't seem like it. When we got home from dinner last night, it turns out that they'd already turned off the generator, and Katie and I still wanted to take a shower, and we wanted a hot shower. So we plugged in our little Jenny just so we could run the hot water heater, take showers, and get settled for bed. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have needed it. But it is a very nice morning out here this morning. It's cool, and there's a good steady breeze that feels pretty nice. But I want to try to get out of here before the traffic picks up. There are tent crews here in the lot, dropping down all the rental tents. Looks like the porta potty guy just got here to clean out the bumpers. And I have already walked the lot and pretty much mapped my route out of here to make sure I'm not going to run over any tent stakes or anything like that. So yeah, let's get this thing going. it look like I just woke up? It's because I did. We're not quite to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge yet. I mean, we're almost there. This is like the last place I could stop before getting there. And, yeah, so Katie and I were just tired. So about 8:30 in the morning, we pulled in here just to get a little bit of shut-eye. One of our other vendor associates was here as well. We didn't say anything. We just pulled in, parked, took a nap, tried to. We've been here a few hours now. I think almost 4 total. So before pulling out, just double checking everything. We are about to hit the road. Brewed another pot of coffee. Hopefully I won't be so tired now. All right, guys, so we finally made it through Durham and Greensboro, and we made it to Kernsville where we get our fuel. And look who we ran into. Mike was just a little bit ahead of us, and he knew that we were going to stop here for cheap fuel and burritos. So he met us here. I can't get in any of the parking spots, so right now I'm just parked along the curb that says no parking, but every time we're here, there's always trucks parked there. Luckily, this time there wasn't. So we're going to go ahead and get something to eat first, and then we'll move it over to the fuel island, get fuel, and head out. It looks like there was a traffic accident. Just as we were coming off of the interstate, all the lights in front of us were brake lights on. Stop in case there's an accident. So maybe we'll sit here and wait this out for a little bit. All right, guys, so we ate our burrito. All three of us sat on the little outside patio area and enjoyed our burritos. Well, Katie had a sandwich. It wasn't a burrito,
I had a croissant with crispy bacon, double egg, and cheddar cheese.
Yeah, either way, full bellies now. Mike has filled up the truck over there already, and we are pumping fuel into Goliath right now. Cleaned the windshields, did a like an inspection on everything before we went in. Everything's good, so we're gonna get this filled up and roll out. It's getting late. What time is it now?
It is 6:52.
Yeah, so it's almost 7 o'clock, so it's gonna be getting dark on us pretty soon. We still got quite a ways to go. Bye-bye sheets. Until next year. RPM up good. Keeps the EGTs down. About 25 pounds of boost. But only run about 700 EGTs. At 26 miles an hour. Well, a little later than we had planned, but I guess better late than never, right? You know, when we left this morning, we had plenty of time to get here early, but I was just tired this morning, so I wanted to take that nap, and I'm really glad that I did. Starting to get a little bit tired here late too, but it was short. I was tired for a little bit, but then it passed, and then I was fine. Kitty and I played some music really loud, kind of in a heavy metal mood, so playing some old like Slayer and Megadeth and just really cool old stuff, right? And that kind of woke me up a little bit, got me going. And then of course I spent an hour having dinner with Mike at the Sheets, but that was pretty nice too. But that, you know, all these little things set us behind. We did hit some weather after that though, coming through Asheville. It started raining, and then it kind of rained on us on and off all the way about till we got to the gorge. And I know this time of night, I can't really film much of the gorge. You can't really see a whole lot there. It's so beautiful during the day, but not at night. So it's just after midnight as we pull into the parking, like 12:04, 12:05, something like that. And it is beautiful out here. It is cool, it's crisp, it doesn't feel very humid. Like, I just want to crack the windows open and go to sleep. You know, it's just about fall time now, and we really enjoy that type of season, and it really feels like that tonight. In fact, coming through Southern Virginia on 58, there were some areas where the trees were changing, and there was a couple that were just beautiful bright reds and browns, and Katie got super excited. She loves the fall foliage. And of course, when we're in Smoky Mountain Bike Week next week or 2 weeks from now, whenever that is, we should see a lot of the fall colors over there, being a little bit more towards the end of September. Because it's so late, we're not gonna have the kids or anybody come get us right now. We're just gonna spend one more night in Goliath, and then we'll unload everything and take it all home tomorrow, because then we can actually get a decent night's sleep and not bother the kids this late at night. Not only that, but if we were to have them come up here and do that, then we're looking at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we actually get everything moved back home and get settled. You know, this is better. We're just gonna climb back in Goliath and have one more good night's sleep. But yeah, that's it for Ocean City. It's done. We're back home. The next rally is Smoky Mountain Bike Week. Guys, remember, there is a schedule of events in the description right down below. Go down there and check it out. It's got a list of them. There's only 4 more left. We got Smoky Mountain, we've got Daytona, we've got Panama, and then we've got the Lone Star Rally out in Galveston, Texas. So we're getting close to the end of the season. And remember, our goal is to get 30,000 subscribers by the end of the season. And today we turned 24,000, which is amazing. And I want to thank all of you for that. But to do 6,000 more subscribers over the next 35, 40 days, something like that, that's going to be tough, guys. But let's keep trying, keep sharing, keep doing whatever you got to do. Let's see if we can get us there. That would just be absolutely awesome. I also want to thank all of you subscribers that came out to see us. I know I said it in yesterday's video, but I just want to say it again. It's very important that you guys understand how grateful and how thankful we are. Katie and I both really appreciate the support that we get from all of you. It's awesome. It really is. Anyway, guys, we're going to end this one here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time we see you, keep those engines running. I'm going to go edit and get some sleep.